Everybody, big hello, my name is Spartaque, and today I want to give you 3 advices that probably will help you to build a great profile in the music career. And of course, I will talk about the labels because I'm an artist myself and I have my own labels, and probably these advices will help you to get signed and to do the proper and the correct steps. So the first advice is to think about the labels when you produce a music. Of course, it's very important to be creative, to follow your ideas, to bring to the world of music something unique and interesting. And I really appreciate if you are thinking the same. But from another side, you always have to think that the label, they have their own sound. And before you start even making the track, you have to think what you will send them. So I recommend you to listen some last releases of the label you target and maybe use these tracks as reference. This will definitely increase the chances, and this will help you to get to these sound limits, genre limits of the track you are thinking about. So the advice number 2, you have to think how you will increase your volume, how you will give something to the others. I will explain what I mean right now. The thing is that when you're small, it's pretty hard to get the good deal with someone big. For example, if you want to get signed on the big label, you have to understand that they already have their own artists, they already have the good connections, and the queue is huge. You have to wait from 6 to 12 months just for your release, even if it's confirmed. And of course, even if you have very good track, it's pretty hard to get on that label. So what you have to do, you have to improve your connections and you have to improve your volume. What I did in my case, we created the parties in Kiev, we did the parties in Spain. We started 7 years ago with my partner. We started the project called Radio Intense, and we made the video streams, and we invited a lot of artists and improved connections this way. And the last thing we did very cool Spotify playlists, and we invested a lot of money to improve that stuff. All this helped a lot to improve the connections in the musical industry, and we bring a lot of great artists to our labels. Of course, we signed a lot of good tracks to another labels, and this is the way it works. You give something, you get something. So think about how you can increase the value, what you can give to the others. And of course, don't forget about your social networks, because yes, everybody understands that it's a big number game, but still those numbers are super important for the A&R managers. So advice number 3, and this is very important advice, and I cannot stop telling this and discussing this with a lot of artists and during my interviews. The advice sounds like this: do not start your own label until you get enough releases on the big ones. Of course, I understand that probably you think, come on, I have to wait 1 month until they will give me the answer. And probably it will be the answer yes. So then you will have to wait 6 or maybe 9 or even 12 months until you will have your own release. For example, in my case, when I signed my track to Intac, I was waiting something like 9 months until they will say yes, and then 1 year more to get the track released on Beatport. So you can imagine, almost 2 years I was waiting for my release on the label of Carl Cox Intac. But the thing is that, yes, right now you can easily go to distribution and say, hi guys, look, I have the label logo, I have your releases, I have my friends also, they produce the music, for example, techno, like in my case, and you think, yeah, I will start my label immediately, I will bring a lot of friends, and step by step we will build the empire. Probably this will work, and I'm sure maybe 1% I give you that it can work. From another side, if you have releases on your own label, you lose a lot of possibilities. First of all, you do not learn from another labels. Second, you have no chance to understand how this music industry works. What does it mean the contract? What does it mean, I don't know, the publishing, the royalties, all these things You will be able to learn if you have chance to release on the big labels with very good managers. You will see how they work with social media, what they do for you. And this experience is really priceless. And it helped a lot in my case. Right now we have something like 12 labels in the company, Anti Music. But all the experience I had before, we use it. And we're still learning. And don't miss the chance to learn from the big ones. That's very important thing, and I do recommend you to be calm, to keep learning. Do not hesitate to send your tracks to the great labels. I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. Cheers.